So, Joker's bank heist is going swimmingly, and he's got his 4 crewmates down to 1 as he told 2 of them to kill one of the others. And this dude got blasted by a rando, so wait, where was he in the plan? Anyway, his plan was working until the last guy, for a moment, went into deep thought. Fuck me, doing all this violent crime is sure making me peckish. Like goddamn, I'd rob a bank and bop a fella to get some Five Guys right now. Oh, look at that. I am robbing a bank. And I did bop a fella. Speaking of Five Guys, wasn't there 5 guys doing this gig? And now without that sucker, we are down to 2. I'm sensing a pattern here. Oh no, Joker's meticulously crafted plan has backfired. Okay, a bus. Alright, and he was just standing right there, ready to get hit. This must be the best bus driver of all time. He managed to reverse park into a bank on a busy intersection. He needed enough momentum to get up some steps and break into the door. And I don't know, I feel being in a slow, long, tall, recognizable vehicle would be a bad choice to escape the cops from a bank robbery. So it was at this point, seeing the 9 consecutive school buses on one side of a road, the Joker's one still spewing out dust from the wreckage, and the police cars just arriving and going to pass them on the other side, where I thought, wow, this might just be the 3rd greatest movie ever made. Alright, Scarecrow is back. God damn if he wasn't a bit of a menace in Batman Begins. But I will say, him ending the movie, escaping Arkham, while schizoing on his own nightmare schizo gas, to then find a horse in Gotham and then ride it around, to then get tased and leave embarrassingly, was one way to end his character. He found a horse in Gotham City. A horse while he was completely schizoing in the mayhem. A horse. Anyway, he seems to have got the cure for the schizoing, and now he's selling schizo nightmare drugs. Which, wait, what? That sounds like a horrific business endeavor. But for some reason this group of bozos bought some and are pissed off. What did they think they were buying? They didn't test the mystical drug from a guy who's known for making people have everlasting schizo nightmares. Then suddenly loads of Batman wannabes show up, because they somehow knew about where these high-level drug people were gonna be. Okay, their plan is to force us like 15 people with guns and dogs, because everyone is holding their brains in their fucking hands in this movie. The real Batman then naturally appears on the 8th story of a parking garage. Never mind, just his car naturally appears on the 8th story of a parking garage, and could have just utterly crumpled some innocent people. From crumbling to just blowing shit up. Isn't like a night shift worker probably in this little hut? The lights are on. Oh no, there's gangsters and shooting. But thank God, Batman has arrived to save the... Fucking fantastic start to this movie. Batman hasn't shown up on screen, but has already bombed an innocent father of 2. And does his car have like free will? What the fuck? That's not how anything works. Close? No. Okay, how about we try some pointing and clicking? Guns work against this guy, by the way. And it's not like he's trying to stealth them with his shadow ninja techniques, or use any hip gadgets. He's kinda just slowly approaching them, and then the people with guns decide to run at him. And of course, for this entire movie, we are just gonna act like hitting or fucking elbowing someone in the face will just put them in a perfect state of not having any chance of dying to a concussion, but also being out to fight for the precise amount of time that Batman needs to finish his mission. Scarecrow previously nightmare gassed Batman's ass, then greased him up and burnt him alive, which made him jump out a window. Then he almost killed Rachel or some shit. And throw away anything personal, Scarecrow helped attempt to gas the entirety of Gotham with his schizo nightmare gas. And after all that, Batman just decides to look at him for a second and leave. I guess it's just water under the bridge. And then Batman makes a crucial error. He forgets to tie them up. Like, what are they tied to? It doesn't look like their feet are tied. I mean, look at this guy with one knee up. Maybe they all acted like they're tied up, so they could just stroll off when Batman leaves. What cunning. Bruce gave Gordon some technologically marked bills, which Gordon then gave to his men, who then gave to the mob.
This bank was another drop from the mob. That makes 5.
How is Gordon finding these jobs? You surely have to be next to the money to check it, so...
Do you trust him?
Stubborn as you are.
Wow, so cool and elusive, sprinting out the room like that. You know, just like a bat.
Hostile? I see you hostile!
New characters first scene, chances dying very high, the gun just fucking jams. I don't like this.
Carbon fiber, 28 caliber, made in China. If you want to kill a public servant, Mr. Maroney, I recommend you buy American.
Holy fuck, how much did George Bush pay you guys to write that one? Also, my advice to kill a public servant would be attempt to kill them in any place than in open court.
Get him out of here.
Your Honor, I'm not done.
Wow, what a hero. But I don't know, surely it can harm to at least take a 5.
Gotham's DA, you're not getting shot at, you're not doing your job right.
But no, like, you do realize the chance of him dying just then was like 50-50 if I'm being generous? Like, in at least half of Paolo universes, you'd be saying, if you're not getting shot at, you're not doing your job right. To Harvey's dead corpse laying on the floor. I just feel you should be a little more worried that the biggest crime syndicate in Gotham are actively trying to assassinate your boyfriend.
You said you were rattled, you could take the rest of the day off.
And if a homeless junkie shanks you with a rusty shiv on the way home, I could jerk you off under a bridge.
You want me to back warrants for search and seizure on 5 banks without telling me what we're after?
What could Gordon, who just gave you
Lightly irradiated bills.
be after at a bank? So Wayne Enterprises invites Lau to join their company, but Morgan Freeman has some doubts.
Lau's company has grown by 8% annually like clockwork.
And that's bad because...
His revenue stream must be off the books. Maybe even illegal.
If his revenue streams must be off the books, surely by necessity, they aren't maybe illegal, they just are. But hey, I'm no Morgan Freeman, so what do I know? And why is he suspicious of anything? Because of an annual growth percentage of 8%? From my plebeian brain, that statistic seems shockingly unsuspicious. Oh, that must be it. Lau is so unsuspicious, he must be suspicious. And don't forget, he's Chinese, the most suspicious of Asians. Well, Lau is actually a mob boss guy, and apparently sucks at being under the radar, because it turns out Bruce, and later we see Gordon and Harvey already know about him. Yada yada yada, we're in a restaurant in New York. Oops, sorry, I mean Gotham.
You either die a hero, or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
Or, you know, somewhere in between. Okay, so a Maroney inside man told that Gordon is going to raid the banks. So Maroney told Lau, and Lau then took all the mob's money to Hong Kong before Gordon's raids. That makes some sense, except I don't know how the fuck all the other mob people didn't notice Lau taking all their money from their own banks. Why wouldn't the mob just stash their money in some place? Joker manages to keep his hidden, along with himself, for the entire movie. So how did this crazy ass looking clown silently get through all that security? So this bozo walks up to Joker, and the fuck is this action? Joker does actually have $68 million worth of reason for the mob to want to talk to him. So really, they should be thrilled he just strolled right in.
Batman has no jurisdiction. He'll find him and make him squeal.
What has Batman actually done except beat up some bozos on the street? Why does Joker think he'll be able to find out about and then track down a random motherfucker in Hong Kong? And that would take a whole lot of time and money. You know who has loads of time and money? The richest guy in Gotham. Just putting that out there.
I know the squealers when I see them.
Joker calls Lau, the CEO mob boss, a squealer. And that makes Lau, the CEO mob boss, leave because... Too far, Joker. Too far.
It's simple. We kill the Batman.
The thing is, Batman just kinda sucks. Scarecrow almost killed him in the first movie by squirting some gas in his eyes. Because guess what? He's just one guy. He isn't even fucking bulletproof. And he barely uses any gadgets. Bring a few guys with guns wherever you go, and make sure they know how to point at something and then proceed to shoot it. And Batman seriously is just kinda wank. It's just the awkward reality of this movie.
If I get him to you, Can you get him to talk?
I'll get him to sing.
We're going after the mob's life savings.
So Bruce is going to capture and return Lau from Hong Kong. I guess they want him to give them the money because, you know, people tend to give up hundreds of millions of dollars. Or they want him to rat out some mob people. Hey Batman, wanna elaborate on any of this? Motherfucker, you are in Gordon's peripheral vision.
You can't keep getting away with it!
Bruce's alibi is going on a yacht with the entire Russian ballet, because that's supposedly a lot less suspicious than catching a cold and staying home for a couple days. And the entire Russian ballet see Bruce leave on a part boat, part plane. Is that not suspicious at all? So Morgan Freeman talks to Lau, but really he was just placing a phone which can self-hack into something and turn off all their electrics. This film thinks sonar can just scan every object in every room in an entire building, and you can just jam a sonar scanner into a fucking Nokia, and later, what is best about The Dark Knight is its theme that everyone is equal. Everyone is equally shit at pointing their gun and clicking on a guy dressed up as a bat. The fight scenes are just so wank. Batman just slides into frame next to people when they would just see him with their eyes before he gets there. Can we not do anything better than what's happening here? It's just pathetic. And like, come on, what is this? Hello? Maybe do anything else? Batman can grapple like half a kilometer into the sky instantaneously. Okay.
How about a lie?
Instead of Joker somehow insta-killing these guys, standing over him, and his lackeys beating every mob guy, let's think about how all this could have played out. Before entering, the mob do the standard pat down, so no weapons for the lackeys. Oh, that's not good. So we have Joker in a bin bag and his lackeys carrying him into the room with what could have, realistically, up to 10 mobsters with guns. Then they chuck Joker onto the floor instead of the snooker table because come on, you're mid-game. So then naturally, Joker is shot and killed or tortured so the mob can find his money. Or whatever happens, it's bad for the clown. This is a problem with all of Joker's plans. They suck.
The money is the only reason I'm still alive.
So Lau confessed before you could say, well, anything, because it's the first sentence he says. If there's any evidence against Lau having the money, it is not in the movie.
I handled all the investments. One big pot.
Got it.
What have you possibly got?
If you can charge one of the conspirators with a felony, you can charge all of them with it.
This is sounding like the most made-up, childish, legal jargon, but shit, I don't know enough about the justice system to dispute it. Damn my lack of knowledge.
How do the defendants plead?
Hey now, one at a time. How did the body suddenly appear? Did Joker just now throw it off a roof? Doesn't anyone want to check on that?
Batman must take off his mask and turn himself in. Every day he doesn't, people will die.
Why would the news let Joker put out he's gonna kill people? Especially when it's in the form of a fucking torture video. And with Joker threatening to kill innocent people every day Batman doesn't turn himself in, you'd think Bruce would have some higher priorities than hosting and going to a fundraiser for Harvey.
That Joker card pinned to the body, forensics found 3 sets of DNA. The DNA belongs to Judge Cirillo, Harvey Dent, and Commissioner Loeb.
The Joker's telling us who he's targeting.
This is just so stupid. For one, what piss, cum, blood, saliva, whatever, to do the DNA test could possibly be left on the card when it was also raining out? What the fuck? And why even are any of these people's DNA already in the DNA database? Does this movie know that the government doesn't just have everyone's DNA? Unless... And most importantly, you're telling me Joker and all his goons stalked each of these people or raided their houses undetected to find some substances of theirs to then carefully place separated on a little playing card. And to what end? For the police to find the card, test it, and assume those people are your next targets. And that is it. This is absurd. If Joker spent this amount of effort on anything else, he'd have killed Batman like 6 times by now. Also, what is Joker's goal? To fuck around? I mean, wouldn't just killing all these people be fucking around? I guess Joker likes being elaborate, and this, I'll give him, is pretty darn elaborate. So then, because Joker assumed that in one day, the police would find and test the 3 sets of DNA on a playing card, he tries to kill them all today. The commissioner drinks some poison in poison, and then the judge blew up as soon as she got in the car and opened the envelope. How the fuck did Joker time that one? These dudes might be working for Joker in the police, but I can't tell because their reaction to the car blowing up went past quicker than you could say car blowing up. This guy's last frame makes it seem like he thought it was hype as fuck, but this guy seems like he can give less of a shit. So there's that. Okay, so Bruce chokeholds Harvey and chucks him in a closet, and then next, Bruce... Wait. What the fuck just happened? What possibly could have led Bruce to commit an aggravated assault on his guest of honor? Okay, Bruce seems to know Joker's coming, but how? From some security alert? But Alfred doesn't know shit, so... Whatever, Bruce knows Joker's coming, and I guess assumes he's going after Harvey specifically. So naturally, Bruce chokeholds him unconscious and throws him in a closet. No, again, no, that's insane. Instead of going straight for your batsuit to stop the bad guys, or I don't know, stopping the elevator, shouldn't that be possible? You're like, shit, where's Harvey? Let me get him and throw him in a closet. It's just so absurd on its face. Whatever. And the funniest part about it is there's a bunch of people in blatant view of the choking. What the fuck is this movie? Why is it like this? And Bruce was incredibly lucky that Harvey was looking in the opposite direction to him, and Rachel wasn't like, hey look, Bruce is coming over to us, weirdly menacingly. So Joker just gets out the elevator and fires his gun in the room with like hundreds of people, and for some reason it's dead silence. No screaming, no people trying to run, even though most people in the room would have just been chatting, then suddenly heard a gunshot. And what is Joker's plan here? To get Harvey? Why didn't he go after Harvey in any other low-key way? Why would he risk going to a top-floor penthouse? With what escape plan? Police will show up if Batman doesn't, and so he just seems kinda fucked.
Hands up, pretty boy.
The genius detective vigilante just strolling up to the guy with a shotgun. Joker supposedly hired a lot of people that busted out of Arkham, though I'd think they'd be more prone to shooting quicker, with less thought. Bruce told Rachel to stay hidden.
Stay hidden.
Because no shit, Joker's after Harvey. She is a perfect hostage.
Okay, stop.
A little fight in you. I like that.
And you're gonna love me.
Batman slides into frame, because how the fuck else would he get here? He's in Joker's peripheral vision, as he says a fucking quip. And Joker is surrounded by henchmen with guns. Also, at Bruce Wayne's party, at his own penthouse, Batman instantly appears when Joker shows up, and Bruce is nowhere to be seen. Batman drives around in some sci-fi shit, and can go to Hong Kong, grab a guy, and leave attached to a plane. So Batman is a mega rich white dude who can show up instantly at Bruce Wayne's penthouse. Bruce, on the other hand, is a mega rich white dude who owns Bruce Wayne's penthouse and was hosting the party that Joker crashed. And when Batman shows up, Bruce is nowhere to be seen. What could this all mean? I got it. Harvey Dent wasn't around when Batman showed up either. He must have brought his batsuit with him to the party, and then quickly grabbed it when Joker came. Yes, Batman must be Harvey Dent, the hard-working district attorney who never sleeps during the day.
Bruh.
What the dog doing?
The fight is so obviously just pathetic. I'm sure there's YouTube plays with better fight choreography. But what the hell, let's take this shit real slow anyway for fun. Batman appears into the scene and punches Joker, whatever. This condom just fucking walks towards him. And what is the guy in the back doing? Going for a jog? You guys know you can't just stand still and press the kill button. Batman then shoves the condom into him, which somehow knocks him down. Okay. He is still behind Batman with a gun. Then Batman shoves the same condom into the bike gang member's gun arm, because the bike gang member was watching the whole time, but forgot his gun had bullets in it, or thought his gun was some kind of knife. While Batman's still pissing around with a condom and a bike gang member, Mr. 5K over there should be up with a machine gun. But instead he seems to have jogged out the scene. He simply fucking vanishes, and then Joker grabs a fella looking in the opposite direction of a guy dressed up as a bat, beating up all his fellow colleagues. So this lobotomite can land a punch on Batman, but no one else can shoot him. Makes sense. Batman wins a 1 vs 2 by tipping this guy over. No coming back from that. And come on, Batman throws him forwards, but he flies backwards because what the fuck? Joker then crawls around and finds a handy pistol just lying there. Then this dude, who must be high on meth as he's still looking at the hostages, whilst the bad guy is whatever. Anyway, he spawns next to Batman, on the wrong side mind you, holding a fucking shotgun, and gets punched in the chest, which, you know, obviously knocks him unconscious. This is as good time as any to mention. This is quite clearly the third greatest movie ever made. And now Joker has Rachel in a headlock. This is a very male-heavy movie, so you know, maybe it feels a little sexist to insult and belittle the only prominent female character. You dumb cunt. Okay, why the fuck is she standing anywhere near Joker? How the fuck is she standing anywhere near Joker? And Joker captures her and gets her in a headlock in literally 2 seconds off screen. You know, what's the point in logic anyway? Who needs it? If Joker still wants to kill Batman, then he can just, you know, shoot him here. But whatever.
Drop the gun.
Bold strategy from the man Bat. No, Joker, you've got a hostage. That's your only chance to escape, so don't. Whatever.
Let her go.
Nearly convinced him there, Bruce. Why does Rachel look kinda happy in this situation? Also, why the fuck does she not try to grab onto Joker with her other hand? You know, try anything? Joker has little reason to think it's possible for Batman to save Rachel here. And he doesn't even know Batman knows her, so he should assume that Batman will just leave her, but Joker gets real lucky and Batman jumps off too. And so they're going like, you know, as fast as you'd think from falling off a 50-story building. Then last second, Bruce seems to deploy his cape like a parachute and it slows them down almost instantaneously. Now, I don't give a shit if Batman and Morgan Freeman worked on this fucking batsuit. This is not in the same realm of how the laws of physics work. Bruce and Rachel should be obliterated.
Let's not do that again.
That's the normal reaction to being shoved off a 50-story building.
Is Harvey okay?
He's safe.
Object permanence is the understanding that whether an object can be sensed has no effect on whether it continues to exist.
Is Harvey okay?
He's safe.
Do Bruce and Rachel literally think Joker stopped existing because he left their field of vision? You know, originally I thought it was just a gaping plot hole that Joker is still at the top floor of a building that Batman is outside of, and yet the next scene is the next day and Joker isn't caught. But maybe it isn't a plot hole. Maybe Batman just never unlocked object permanence, or he lost it when he hit his head in the fall. It has officially been established. Batman is stupider than a crying baby. He and Rachel must have just got up and went to a coffee shop. Bruce still in his batsuit, and Joker just went down the elevator and walked out the front door. All according to plan. Harvey, though, isn't coming out the closet. And it's not for any personal or even political reasons. He is just physically incapable of coming out the closet. Scratch that, Harvey does finally come out the closet. Off screen, how the fuck would that have gone down? Whatever, move past it. Joker kills 2 guys with last names Harvey and Dent, and shows he's going after the mayor next, putting that he killed him in tomorrow's paper. A whole lot less convoluted than that DNA shit. So, there's a bullet hole in the apartment, and from this, Bruce gets a fingerprint from whoever shot the bullet. let's just move on and not think about how beyond unfathomable this shit is. And then there's this weird plot point of this guy saying he knows a Wayne company is building shit for Batman and wants a shitload of money for his silence. And then Morgan Freeman just implies Bruce Wayne will beat him up and shit if he talks, so he should fuck off. For one, this guy did not mention Bruce Wayne. Anyone could be Batman, he just thinks the Wayne company was funding him. So Morgan Freeman freely just gave up Bruce's identity. Nice one. And just implying Bruce may beat him up if he tells doesn't really do shit. If anything, if Bruce beats him up, it would just give him one hell of a lawsuit. But this bozo buys it and gives up because, I don't know, he's a fucking idiot. So Joker, the guy who can just magically kill people, just said he will shoot and kill the mayor tomorrow. And what do you guys do but have a fucking funeral service parade in a street in front of hundreds of windows and have the mayor do a speech? Because this is the third greatest movie ever made. Okay, so the fingerprint Bruce somehow fucking got is of a guy who lives on the same street of a parade. Bruce goes there, not as Batman, and doesn't wear any mask. So what's the plan here? To maybe take on one of Joker's men as Bruce Wayne, the famous billionaire? And for him to not connect that he's Batman? Hey, no one's figured it out so far. Well, except this guy.
What happened? He took our guns, uniforms.
When and how? And why the fuck are they in this apartment? Why aren't they just dead? Why is any of this? No one noticed the entire salute unit gang changing fucking faces and one of them looking like this? Like, come on, I can see a scarred face from here. Does anyone have eyes? And then there is possibly the most bewildering 10 seconds of anything ever. While Joker and his men are doing the coordinated gun salute, Bruce goes up to the window to look out this telescope. Then this timer goes off, which opens the blinds. This causes this lookout sniper guy to shoot at the window around the same time as Joker's guys shoot. And though Joker's guys seem a bit out of sync, the sniper then clearly shoots 2 more shots after Joker's gang. Fucking kill me, this movie is edited like shit. But no one notices these gunshots, except Gordon does seem to become more suspicious something will happen. And so when Joker's men turn towards the mayor to shoot him, Gordon jumps in front and tanks Joker's bullet. Okay, you may be thinking, how does this whole window, timer and sniper thing help Joker shoot at the mayor? To that I say, good fucking point. It doesn't at all in any way. It's just nonsense sludge wrapped up in a way to try to make Joker's plan feel complex, when his real plan is to turn 90 degrees and shoot at the mayor. The random shit is only a hindrance, as the only thing it does is get Gordon to tank the mayor's shot. So the only thing Joker's elaborate nonsense plan did was completely shit on his simple plan. And how did no one notice the sniper's gunshots? They are gunshots. The whole thing is just fucking bizarre. So, Gordon gets shot, and the hundreds of cops and military men only capture one of the 7 shooters. Joker slips out while running into them, while looking like this. He's obviously not escaping, which brings me again to Joker's plan. Why is he here? Why doesn't he just get his men to do the shooting? He's the least conspicuous motherfucker in Gotham, and he's put himself inside the worst situation possible. What fucking genius that is, huh? Anyhow, Gordon is... oh my god, you'd think this guy's facial expressions and this somber music, and the fact that Gordon looks dead as shit, is a confirmation of Gordon's sudden passing. You would think, you really would. Harvey doesn't check on Gordon or try to get him any help. Instead he goes after the guy they captured. Joker stole the uniforms, but had time to make a custom plate named Rachel Dawes. Nifty. And did the only guy they captured purposely take the fall? Jesus, everyone sucks. And he agreed to that? He is meant to be crazy and fresh out of Arkham, but still. Oh no, Gordon is for sure dead, without a doubt, for sure. Even Batman knows he's dead as he's perched up here for some reason. The police even have this little memorial-ish meeting at the Bat Beacon. You know, they're all depressed and drinking. Luckily, no one in the mob has a gun, though nobody in Gotham or Hong Kong knows how to use them anyway. So Harvey tells Rachel Joker's named her next.
Bruce's penthouse is now the safest place in the city.
I mean, it probably should be, but yeah.
Paul wouldn't kill me.
I'm counting on it.
No, don't count. So, are we supposed to pretend like this is not a wildly high chance that Bruce blatantly just murdered this guy? To be fair, Bruce did kill Liam Neeson in the last movie, because getting Gordon to blow up the train tracks of a train you're both in, then purposely leaving him in said train to go out in a blaze of glory and fire, is just killing him with extra steps, despite what Bruce says.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Bruce did also kinda send these innocent cops to a lesser dimension in that previous movie as well. Are we sure this Joker fella is a bad guy here? Also, killing Maroni or paralyzing him is just a pretty shitty way to get information.
That wise to your act. You got rules.
Right.
He's a paranoid schizophrenic, former patient at Arkham, the kind of mind the Joker attracts. What do you expect to learn from him?
Obviously, any clues of where Joker is? Is Bruce fucking stupid? Well, yeah, I guess he is.
Harvey called. He said Batman's gonna turn himself in.
I have no choice.
Bruce is going to reveal himself and turn himself in to stop Joker's killings. But come on, Joker is most likely gonna keep on killing regardless. Rachel thinks so, and Bruce seems to be on the fence.
You honestly think that's gonna keep the Joker from killing people?
Maybe not, but I have enough blood on my hands.
And Joker seems to be going after Rachel. Surely Bruce using Rachel as bait and trying to capture Joker as Batman would be a pretty smart move. Maybe Bruce really doesn't want to risk Rachel's life, and so Rachel, of course, either way, has to stay in hiding in Bruce's penthouse when Joker is still on the loose. You'd think that, right?
I've seen now what I would have to become to stop men like him.
What you'd have to become is someone who has learned object permanence. Seriously though, I have not a clue what the fuck he is talking about.
You once told me that if the day came when I was finished, then we'd be together.
I was gonna show how Rachel just didn't say this at the end of Batman Begins and compare what she actually said, but then I realized I don't care. Harvey thinks Batman's gonna reveal himself, and he sees Bruce in the audience. Wouldn't he think, oh shit, it would make an incredible amount of sense for Bruce to be Batman, if there wasn't enough clues already?
I am the Batman.
Assuming Batman is good at his job of taking down the bad guys, this is a pretty logical decision from Mr. Harvey. I like it.
Why is he letting Harvey do this?
Maybe because there's this killer clown fella trying to kill you personally, and Batman is at least supposed to be good at taking down this killer clown fella, so you know maybe it would be better to not put him in jail.
Will you give this to him for me? When the time is right?
Have it or not.
It's not sealed.
It's not sealed? What does that... What? So again, Joker is very likely still going after Rachel. I don't care if he says,
I'm a man of my word.
This is Joker we are talking about. Rachel is still in imminent danger, and Rachel agrees.
You honestly think that's gonna keep the Joker from killing people?
Joker also knows Rachel is Harvey's and apparently Batman's lover. So wouldn't Rachel obviously be even more of a target now? So why the fuck is she leaving the safety of Bruce's penthouse? And why the fuck is Alfred letting her? And why the fuck is Harvey chill with her walking around the streets? Maybe there's something in the water in Gotham. It would honestly explain a lot. Harvey is being taken to Central Holding, though I don't know why the police didn't just bring him there to begin with. Harvey is convinced Joker will attack and Batman will intercept. Why he thinks Joker will attack when Batman and himself being in jail is incredibly helpful for him, I have not a fucking clue. The police also think Joker may attack, but don't want to try to use this opportunity to catch Joker because that would be the smart thing to do. Joker managed to set a fire truck on fire in the middle of a road. The police are keeping clear. Okay, and we aren't assuming this is a trap from a psycho clown and they're going under where the helis can't see shit on a public non-cleared road? You could have just gone left or right. But oh well, the start of a chase ain't too shabby, except Bruce is surely killing these people. Anyway, whatever. At least most of the time I can kinda tell what's going on, and I like the explosions and the cars flipping over and shit. But then 50 things happen all at once, and that's the start of a chase flying off the rails. Bruce decides not to go to Joker's side of the road, but to jump over this car who has somehow appeared inside the action of a fast exploding car chase. At the perfect time to tank the blow Joker was taking his precious time to make. Joker and his driver get sprayed by some rubble. Are his fucking windows down? Bruce's car suddenly takes flight, despite seemingly having a decent landing a second ago. The police van with Harvey in it spins out a bit, while going fast enough to overtake some cars. Bruce's car's fucked off to outside the road somehow. The police van spins out some more to a stop. Bruce's car keeps fucking shit up, despite looking like it was stopping before. The police van starts again. Then Joker's truck has stopped and the driver is either dead or knocked out by the rubble. But Joker's fine, and the truck hasn't crashed into anything, and it's slowed down, but the driver is unconscious? Okay, so the police van would be so far ahead by now. The truck stopped, and Joker got out into the front seat when the van had already driven off. But no, Joker is right next to the van, because if you spam enough cuts, no one questions the fucking dog shit that's splattered onto the screen. Does Bruce seriously not know stationary cars can have people in them? You know, like these two children? Or I guess he just doesn't give a shit about human life? And either way, the people on the road could easily have got demolished by the fucking cars flying out the explosions. And brother, there is a path. You are on a bike and there's a ramp up to the outside on your right. So Joker was this close to Harvey, then Bruce comes in between them and the police van is nowhere to be seen, and cars have spawns separating them. Okay. Oh my god, they're heading right into each other. Any second now. Nope. In fact, I think they're getting further away from each other. Oh, there we go. So Bruce attaches the wire to the truck, then goes under. Oh look, the police van is back, and then goes round these lampposts as he teleports to the other side of the road. The lampposts all collapse, and Joker's truck gets flipped. Oh wait, the lampposts are all back up. Interesting. And none of the cars are affected by the wire? Okay, alright. I guess the angle of Joker standing in front of a bike and asking to be hit is him testing Batman's no-kill rule. Joker must not have been watching him very closely. Bruce is for real considering killing Joker, which, whatever, move past it. But then he dips at the last moment and... How does this knock him out? He slows down like quite a lot, and this is a guy who survived jumping off a 50-story building. But anyway, Joker wins. Batman is fucking toast. But Joker's 3 men have gone down to 2. Batman seems to have killed Joker's passenger in the truck flip, and Batman's mask electric shocks this guy, knocking him out. Because that feels at all possible. How the fuck does Batman wear this thing and take it on and off? Okay, before we get to the dead guy, Joker didn't notice Gordon coming towards him, and we are just meant to forget about the other fucking chump Joker had with him. Instead of dealing with people in the movie, they are just blooped out of existence. Also, you don't point a gun at someone point blank like this. Joker is the kind of guy to try to grab a gun off him and win the fight. Okay, and now for the dead guy. To recap, Gordon gets shot in the back. We even get a glimpse of some blood for a few frames. He instantly collapses and lurks, well, utterly dead, and this guy seems to agree. So how the hell do we get from a dead looking Gordon suddenly becoming alive and unharmed the next day, with Bruce and Harvey, his family and the police all thinking he's dead? I'll tell you how, and it was staring us in the face this entire time. The person who got shot wasn't Gordon, it was Jordan, his twin brother. Gordon couldn't work alone as a head of a detective department. You know how much paperwork that entails? And this is where Jordan comes in. They take shifts, one in, one out, all according to plan. This is the third greatest movie ever made. Gordon claims he faked his own death for his family's safety, but how long did he plan to stay hidden? Because he didn't know about the Batman reveal, and could he not just move his family out of the city for a bit? Anyway, Joker is in jail, movie over, GG well played, is what you would think. But Joker, whether his plan A or B or 35, seems to be down with being caught and thrown in jail. Why is that, when being in jail typically involves being trapped inside a particular room and building? Well, you see, Joker has a preset escape plan. First, create a distraction. Capture Harvey Dent and Rachel Dawes by, I guess, telling Maroney to bring them to a certain location. Though he doesn't seem to like you, so I don't really get why he'd comply when you're also in jail. But anyway, Maroney does get his inside man, this guy who was in the elevator with Joker. And the most shocking inside man, a woman, Gordon's rookie. They were the ones fucking shit up this whole time. Rookie woman managed to deliver Rachel off screen to the mob and Joker's men to be raped, killed, tortured. And then we see old dude apparently take Harvey home because that's where he thinks Rachel is, not at Bruce's penthouse, because everyone is retarded. Joker's caught, and they are giving the hero DA away to the mob and Joker's men to be raped, killed, tortured, because these characterless bozos are suddenly completely evil, and that is writing. Anyways, Joker's plan. Next step, tell Batman and the police the two places that are getting blown up so they will leave. And now is your chance to escape. A bit of a problem though. You're trapped inside a locked room. Oh no, obviously you know in a plan that someone will stand watch inside the locked room because, of course, duh. Then you knew Gordon would uncuff you and Batman would violently throw your head into a mirror, giving you a weapon which you will use to win your fight against a man keeping watch inside the locked room. And take him as a hostage, because that's how fights work. Now, you know that no one is going to shoot you in the face, even though they have every line of sight against you. And I missed the most vital step of the plan. Instead of just taking this guy and walking out, you put a fucking nuke inside one of your goons. To trigger the nuke you stuffed inside him, you call the phone that you also stuffed inside of him. You may be thinking, what's the point in blowing up the building opposite? Well, you see, if you blow up the building opposite, then everyone in the room you're in vanishes from existence. So then you can just walk out, all according to plan. This movie is superior to 12 Angry Men. So Rachel went up in flames. Oh no, anyway. Yeah, literally everyone in the police department has evaporated, and Joker steals multiple cop cars and an Asian. So when Bruce, for some reason, thought Gordon died, he was throwing people off rooftops, trying to get to Joker. He seemed real mad. But when Rachel, his childhood best friend and the love of his life, you know, big stuff, when she dies, He mopes around for one scene and then just goes back to his old incompetent as shit self pretty instantaneously. If a film was good, I don't see how it wouldn't go the route of Rachel's death, sparking a newfound level of hatred and obsession of a Joker for Bruce. If a film had any balls, this could have been the start of a break of Batman's so-called no-kill rule, or at least show Bruce strongly think about killing the clown guy. Bruce should be angry at everyone involved, including himself, of letting Rachel die, and goddamn, he should be screaming at Alfred for letting her just walk out the fucking penthouse. Alfred should also feel so much regret for that fucking pathetic blunder, but oh well. This motherfucker is out walking? Can't we just use this guy's leg doctor on Harvey's face? Maroney suddenly becomes a good guy and tells Gordon where Joker will be this afternoon. Joker managed to get Lau's money from Hong Kong in a fucking day, whatever, and is hiding out at this dock. And then, in the 2008 hit movie The Dark Knight, Gordon and his team are about to raid and capture Joker, but they get distracted by a TV show. No, like, I'm not kidding here. They had all afternoon to get ready to capture Joker in a provided location. They see this guy might reveal Batman's true identity on this news program, and they watched that for a while. And Joker walks out the provided location. This is what happens in the movie, and what's strange is literally nothing changes if you just cut it out the script. But here we are. I don't know if this is funny or sad. Anyway, before Joker leaves, he phones in on the news because he can just do that, and they don't instantly cut him off because money. Anyway, he says he will blow up a hospital if this bozo isn't dead in 1 hour. You'd think people wouldn't actually believe Joker would be able to blow up a hospital in 1 hour, because yeah, how the fuck would he blow up a hospital in 1 hour? Well, never mind, people seem to believe him and are trying to kill this fucker. So while all this was happening, Bruce was at first just watching a guy maybe reveal his identity on the news, instead of trying to fucking find Joker. And then when Joker calls in and says about blowing up a hospital, Bruce goes after the lawyer instead of Joker, and he instantly tells Alfred to check what of Gordon's men and family have hospital admissions, because some of Gordon's guys might end up killing the lawyer over it. Like that's any priority. I can't even comprehend giving a single shit about that. How the fuck is Joker not the only thing that matters? Harvey is in the main hospital in Gotham. Isn't it obvious as shit? Joker will most likely go there, but Bruce and Gordon don't even consider that as more likely than any other hospital, because dumb, everyone is fucking dumb. And Bruce doesn't even go out in his Batsuit and use his Bat car, because...
Middle of the day, Alfred? Not very subtle.
Oh, that's enough reason, I guess. I just want some fucking urgency from the guy. Jesus Christ. So Joker has got to Gotham Big Hospital in this fucking costume and killed a cop, I assume, without anyone noticing. Okay.
Who's this guy?
The third greatest...
No, I didn't rig those charges.
Your man. Your plan.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan?
Joker, who the hell are you fooling? Of course it was your plan that killed Rachel. And of course you are the kind of guy to have a plan. Motherfucker, this whole movie is you planning shit.
But when I say that one little old mare will die, well then everyone loses their minds.
Except when you said you were gonna shoot and kill the mayor, no one cared to such an extent that they had a fucking parade in the street and the mayor did a fucking speech. Can this movie please stop tripping over itself? And then Joker's like, I love chaos. I am chaos. I eat chaos for breakfast. And he lets Harvey point a gun at his face because Joker's sure he's done something here and Harvey won't just blast him.
Oh, and you know the thing about chaos, it's fair.
Whatever movie, chaos is fair. Sure, why not? Then Harvey looks at his stupid fucking coin and he gives Joker a 50-50 chance, life or death. But why? Why doesn't he just kill him? Because chaos? It's all just so goddamn gimmicky. There was a 50-50 chance of Harvey or Rachel dying. They used to call him Two-Face, and now he has two faces. 50-50, like the coin. Wow. And the coin has two sides of two faces, and one's burned, like Harvey. Oh my god. And remember, chaos is fair. There's all this symbolism and fluff. But why actually is the character making the decision to give Joker, the most evil fuck ever, the guy who killed his future wife, a 50-50 chance of survival? I just don't fucking know. There's nothing there. Why not just blast him? And I do like the idea of Harvey, with all that's happened, becoming a judge, jury, and executioner on the people who helped kill Rachel, and even just anyone who he thinks deserves justice or whatever. But this 50-50 shit with the coin is just so fucking goofy. And Joker at first gambled on Harvey not instantly just blowing his head off, and then let himself have a 50-50 chance of being blasted. Because he's crazy, I guess. Whatever. This cop's wife is in the hospital, and so he attempts to kill lawyer guy and give himself life in jail. But like, realistically, no one should assume Joker will be able to blow up a hospital, and unless his wife is on life support, then wouldn't she just be chilling out for a couple hours outside? I don't know. How does this sucker even plan on telling Joker about killing the guy in, at this point, way less than 1 hour? I assume Joker doesn't give a shit if he dies or not. And while this happens, this guy tries to ram the police van, because that will kill him. Bruce intercepts because, I don't know actually, he put himself in more danger than anyone else would have been. Then Gordon gets out and the lawyer guy just walks off. I thought everyone in the city was trying to kill him, like what just happened a second ago, but whatever. Yeah, obviously, no one noticed the 312 explosives in the fucking main hospital in Gotham because we are watching The Dark Knight.
You've turned every cell phone in Gotham into a microphone. Half the city feeding you sonar, you can image all of Gotham.
Bruce has made every single cell phone in Gotham into sonar so he can find Joker. When the fuck did he have time for this? And blah blah, this is outrageously retarded, like everything else in this fucking movie. Actually, to be fair, this is on the high end of stupid. Extracting sonar from every fucking 2008 Nokia. What are we doing?
If he talks within range of any phone in the city, you can triangulate his position.
Why don't you triangulate my arsehole, Batman? Fuck off. So Joker has vaguely said he's gonna fuck shit up. He implies there's bombs in the bridges and tunnels, so they're all being checked. You'd think that wouldn't take too long, but Gordon acts like the ferries are the only way in and out, and he wants to take the prisoners off the island because he thinks they might be involved in Joker's plan. Now, I would say, how would Joker possibly infiltrate and escape a jail with the prisoners? But yeah. Anyhow, putting the prisoners on the ferries is just retarded. Where the fuck are you gonna put them when they get off? Did you catch that? At the far left of the screen, this guy gets fucking whacked in the neck by Harvey, with Maroney and his driver just fucking oblivious. He didn't make any noise and just... what the fuck? Harvey was hiding in the direction they were coming from. There's no but he's Batman excuse. Motherfucker is just a guy who also doesn't have half his face. Not exactly discreet. And how did Harvey even find them? This is all already pathetic. And then...
don't stop for lights, cops, nothing.
I kid you not. The car is fucking moving at a speed before Maroney turns to his left to see Harvey sitting right there. When the fuck did Harvey get in? And Maroney didn't notice the guy sitting to his left was a different human to the one he knew, who's holding a fucking gun out, and again, doesn't have half his face. This film is not real.
Your driver.
Harvey is down, killing some random guy, while endangering his own life. So Joker really did make him evil and crazy by yapping for a bit. I mean, of course Joker can put hundreds of barrels and explosives in the only 2 ferries in a day, with no one noticing, when everyone was on high alert. Because this film only wants to get more fucking dumb. And of course, both the ferry's engines break, and all their radios and shit stop working, because of Joker's fucking sorcery powers.
Tonight you're all gonna be a part of a social experiment.
Joker has rigged both the boats. He's given the prisoners and the innocent side both a detonator, which apparently blows up the other boat. If no one blows up the other boat, by midnight, they all get blown up. So both boats would instantly use the detonator, and the innocent boat, without question, morally speaking, should instantly use the detonator. The innocent side have a better average quality of life than the prisoner side. There are children on the innocent side. You don't have to be a fucking morality savant to know blowing up the other boat is a better option. Remember, if no one blows up any boat, then everyone dies. And although I can buy the prisoners taking some more time to blow up the other boat, as morally, to begin with, they shouldn't. Hot take, I think an average prisoner, including rapists and murderers, would be slightly less moral than the average person. So at least someone would blow that shit up pretty quickly. And when the time is seconds away from running out, they should even, morally speaking, use the detonator to save themselves. Because again, they aren't killing the people on the other boat. If no one triggers the detonator, then everyone dies. Anyway, the innocent side just pussy out or pressing it, and on the prisoner side, this guy throws the thing out the window. So that's that. Another thing is there's so many people, there would be so much more carnage and fighting on both sides. It's a lame as fuck apparent social experiment with a lame, utterly unrealistic and moronic outcome. And what does this do for Joker? Why is he enjoying watching this from afar? It's so fucking goofy. Anyway, while the whole boat debacle happens, Batman finds Joker's location from his fucking cell phone garbled whatever shit machine, and he tells Gordon to assemble on a building opposite, for some reason. Harvey gets Gordon's family to go to where Rachel died, and then later on tells Gordon to come too, because yeah, he's turned completely evil.
They got me early on, my mother's hospital bills.
Don't!
She'd give Rachel to the mob because of her mother's hospital bills, only in America. Seriously though, what a shit motivation. And even practically, you should tell Harvey they threatened your life or something. Joker, obviously, should never ever assume Batman is going to get citywide fucking bullshit sonar tracking shit. So Joker should think he's just safe in his building. So why, in the holiest of fucks, has he put hostages and shooters on his fucking windows? What the fuck does that accomplish? Either people see it and it gives away his position, or people don't see it and it's just a whole waste of fucking time. Why has Bruce just dived into the bad guys? It turns out Bruce also has godlike vision goggles, which you can just scan the whole fucking building with. And they don't know where Joker is, despite Morgan Freeman looking like he already had a pretty pinpointed location on him. All Bruce had to do is get to the top floor, use his god vision, find Joker, and then go from there. And he should have done this however fucking long ago, instead of, I assume, waiting for Gordon to get on top of the opposite building. And why not tell Gordon, yo, I have crazy vision. If I can't just scan the building from here, I sure can when I'm on it. So just wait, and I could phone you the information if I need to, like Joker's location. He doesn't have to worry about the hostage situation, because there's no reason to believe they'd shoot the hostages. In fact, him diving in there might just trigger them to shoot the hostages. You batard fuckwit. So Bruce finds out the people with clown masks are the hostages, and the hostages are actually the bad guys. The old switcheroo. It's not like we could already see the fucking tape around their hands from Gordon's goddamn binoculars. This film is pain. And how does a whole goofy fucking switching places with the hostages even help them? It will obviously instantly get figured out. Wouldn't just wearing the same clothes as the hostages be way more helpful? Then the SWAT team won't know who to shoot.
I am confused.
Good one, Krusty.
Oh, crap.
And Bruce, having learned this information, doesn't call Gordon and tell him because this film is built on straw on fucking fire. And these dumbass snipers have their big lasers on these guys for like a minute. Whether they are good or bad guys, they will notice the huge red dots on them and try to dodge. But these fucking retards just don't move. They just stand there waiting for their demise. And these are meant to be the same guys Bruce took down one of. So the guy fucking respawned. We went from 3 to 2 to 3. And all of them have different fucking clothes on. Because there's about as much attention to detail in this movie than 5 golden retrievers planning a bank robbery. And these are also different guys to the ones Gordon was looking at with his binoculars. There's no goons. So why are they even here and following their instructions? Why the fuck don't they just walk out? And I have to assume the ones with the hostages are all being shot and killed. Maybe if you called Gordon, Bruce, you could have saved some innocent lives. Not that you give one single shit. This is just the start of one of the worst action scenes I have ever laid eyes on. It makes a penthouse fight look like the fucking Mona Lisa. And it truly has some of the most dogshit directing and editing fucking period. So these SWAT guys explode this wall, but the hostages don't instantly get the fuck down. They just stand around like every other hostage because no one, and I mean fucking no one, has a brain in their head. The goons are comedically slowly backing up into the SWAT team, then just stand still. What is even going on? Why haven't the goons just turned around and blasted the SWAT team? And it's so awkward, because when any of the SWAT team sees the goons with the guns, then the gig is up. Or when any of the SWAT team notice the tape around the hostages, the gig is up. The SWAT team are surely raiding the place, knowing the hostages may die, because they want to find Joker at any means necessary, because he's blowing up the boats. So why are these SWAT guys just standing on the other side of a hall, just fucking yammering?
Drop your weapon!
What the hell just happened? Let's run it back. Okay, so when you see this dude's smoke grenade get hit with the grapple gun, it feels like Bruce is behind the camera, right? But, as you see, the wire is going through the hole. So Bruce is really on the other side of it with the hostages and goons. And instead of just knocking down the bad guys and explaining the whole swapsy situation to the SWAT team with the sounds that can come out of a human's mouth, he could show them their guns pretty easily as evidence, while, you know, using them as a meat shield for the real hostages. Bruce decides to run somewhere in a mess of the hostages and goons, shoot at a SWAT guy's smoke grenade, with somehow no one noticing or shooting him or whatever the fuck. Everything about the scene is utterly fucking bizarre. And then, being attached to the SWAT guy's fucking smoke grenade, Bruce jumps off with these hostages, which have changed their whole fucking bodies. People have gone from vanishing from existence to changing heights and weights and everything. One of these guys turns into a fucking child. Why? Fucking why? Can't you just film the scene with the same actors? What the fuck? Then a SWAT guy, attached to the grapple from his smoke grenade, sweeps under the goons, who are the most oblivious motherfuckers to walk the planet Earth. And why did Bruce attach a grapple to this dude? Wouldn't he fall in after them, or take out his smoke grenade, and then they all perish to their deaths? Or am I losing my fucking mind? And now surely, when these SWAT guys see the guns that the goons had, they would figure out the stupid fucking switcheroony shit. But nope, no one has any semblance of fucking anything. Then they fall straight onto some bad guys, and of course, the people with guns just don't use them because we are watching The Dark Knight. So after Bruce has took out all the bad guys, 3 SWAT guys bust through the windows and are threatening to shoot the hostages, who are yet again just fucking standing there. And can't the SWAT team see clearly that the fucking dude and goddamn child who are standing still looking like this aren't threats? Are they fucking blind and stupid? Anyway, naturally, Bruce quickly shouts, "No, wait, the clowns are hostages. They are doing a whole switch around thing. Please don't shoot and tell all your buddies the situation." Oh no, sorry, that's what would have happened if this movie had only a sprinkle of sense in a vast hellhole of utter fucking vapid retardedness. Instead, Bruce's mere presence has already knocked one of the SWAT guys down, and he just runs up to the other 2 and hits them a couple times, and throws one of them into the other. If these guys get up and they are still stupid as fuck, then they might shoot the hostages. So perhaps you should speak to them. You fuck. So Morgan Freeman tells Batman through the sonar, which now can just see the entire building, okay, that a SWAT team is going up the elevator, which leads to a group of the same shit, hostages and fake hostages. So Bruce shoots some timed bombs on some pillars, which to me is just fucking strange and has no connection to what's happening above. But hey, I'm no genius dressed up in a fucking bat costume. What do I know? So then he just beats up these 2 SWAT guys that just appear directly next to him. As these guys haven't shot Batman as they got right next to him, I have to assume they just wanted to talk to the guy to get the situation, because they should be on the same fucking team. But no, Bruce, the fucking brute psycho that he is, just starts hitting them. I know Bruce is capable of talking while in the bat costume. I've heard his stupid fucking voice this whole movie. So why is he like this? Just speak English, you pointy twat. So at this point, the SWAT guys must be thinking, Batman has just swapped sides. Because how else would they explain this? But instead of shooting him or just leaving him, they just walk in his general area to get beat up. For fuck's sake, can the stupid please be over soon? The explosions Batman set up a minute ago were shot perfectly to predict where every SWAT member in the elevator was gonna be in a minute's time. And they're all fucking squashed up, huddled together to all drop on the floor below them. And this, at least, may seriously injure some of these guys, though punching everyone in the head can kinda do that as well. The SWAT guys still aren't shooting Batman, even while he kicks everyone off the roof from attaching them all to a big rope. Just move past it. Bruce then finally goes off to fight Joker. Jesus Christ, all the SWAT hostage bullshit is finally over. I can rest easy. Oh wait, no, never mind. The Batman Joker fight is pretty fucking wank, and there is some more hostage SWAT shit. They finally figured out the whole fake switch shit. These guys seem to have just been put on pause the whole fucking time. And what is this guy looking at? A nice view between stairs and a fucking metal pipe? And what the fuck is this? Why? Why are they walking into each other when they all have fucking guns? We are not in the medieval times. Guns are not built for hitting. What the actual fuck? I kid you not, the only shot from inside the building between all of Joker's goons and the SWAT team this entire time is this one guy accidentally firing his gun after Batman threw a motherfucker into him. Why is it like this? It doesn't have to be like this, but it chooses to be like this. Okay. Calm down. Relax. Deep breath. This is just a movie about a bad guy from like 20 years ago. And the whole hostage shit is finally over. For real this time. Thank God. Now for the clown. So, Batman first gets taken down by 3 dogs, and now he's losing to a clown with a metal pipe and a net. If any SWAT guys got to Joker, then they would just blast him instantly. Well, if they knew how to shoot. And why the fuck hasn't Joker brought a gun? Very progressive of him. So Joker's lucky he's just against some fucking bat guy. Then, for some reason, Batman's sonar goggles start lagging. You know, just like a bat. Do they not have an off switch? And Joker just runs at him and hits him down. So Batman really did just lose to a crazy clown with a pipe? Because, what can I say, he just sucks. Then Joker kicks down a singular plank of wood which was supporting this building structure, which Batman fell directly below. What the shit is happening? And it looks like Bruce has a whole nother head length of space to get out here. But whatever, never mind. And then the boats don't blow up, so Joker gets his own detonator out, fiddles with it for a bit, and then starts to yap before Bruce does anything. When Joker could have easily just blown up like 1,000 people by now, Bruce even waits for Joker to say his catchphrase so he can counter with a quip he thought of in the shower.
Know how I got these scars?
No, but I know how you got these.
Before firing these things off his arm, which Joker just didn't notice at all, and somehow Joker didn't get utterly fucked up when the shooty things did this before. However, it does seem to utterly stun Joker as he lets himself get thrown off by Batman with one arm from this position to then be caught. Wouldn't Joker be the one guy who wouldn't even flinch at some pathetic gadget hitting his face? But whatever.
This city just showed you that it's full of people ready to believe in good.
Were they believing that Joker was going to be stopped? It seemed like they were just being pussies. So Joker mentions the all Harvey Dent, and Bruce pisses off to find him. Rachel died, boo-hoo. Now I'm gonna kill Gordon and one of his completely innocent family members. A child. I don't get it. Batman, the guy who trained in stealth in the League of Shadows, fucking hell, decides not to sneak up on the guy with a gun pointed at a kid and disarm him, but to use his words instead. Really picking the right times to use that card, eh, Bruce?
Jesus Christ, the kid's an idiot.
Oh, look at that. Batman can be shot. Who'd have known? It turns out Harvey and the kid were next to a ledge this whole time, and Bruce, out of nowhere, tackles them off and grabs onto a handy metal pipe sticking out while holding the kid. I don't even know why he went for the dive. Why didn't he just grab a gun off Harvey or something? And Bruce did just kill Harvey, whatever that means. Just putting that out there. And isn't this fall like around the same height as Maroney's? I thought that fall wasn't enough to kill someone.
Daddy, is he okay?
You'd think this kid would be a little more traumatized with the whole gun to his head situation. Gordon as well, honestly, with the gun to his kid's head situation.
Whatever chance you gave us of fixing our city dies with Harvey's reputation.
Whatever chance you gave us of fixing our city dies with Harvey's reputation. At the start of The Dark Knight, it showed general crime being disrupted because of Batman, and all the mob guys were scared shitless of Batman. That was the whole point of Joker coming in. And Gotham really just feels like any American city in 2008, which seemed at least somewhat intentional, like it was going with a vibe that Batman and Gordon and stuff had cleaned up the city a lot from a way more shabby, dilapidated and crime-filled vibe from Batman Begins. But now you're telling me without Harvey's reputation the city dies? Gotham is in a clear upward trajectory to Batman Begins, and now Joker's caught. Why does Harvey matter? Maybe I should have brought this up way earlier, but does anyone actually buy that people in Gotham, like an average Joe, really give a shit about Harvey, a district attorney? I get he could get a lot of fans from news appearances and such, but the whole film is based on the fact that he's a Michael Jordan of district attorneys, and I just don't see it. Why would some kid give a shit about some lawyer? Bruce's new outlook in this movie was,
Gotham needs a hero with a face.
But without Joker, Batman seemed to be enough, as Gotham is in the best state it's been in ages, and Batman is just way more of a symbol of hope and justice and whatever than Harvey. I feel the whole Harvey plot just isn't built up at all, and saying Gotham will die with his reputation is beyond ridiculous.
We bet it all on him.
Why? And you just didn't, so...
The Joker took the best of his Centauran down.
He clearly was not the best of you if he ended up flipping on an innocent child's life.
I must never know what he did.
5 dead, 2 of them cops. You can't sweep that.
5? Where the fuck did 5 come from? My best bet, unless Harvey off-screened some people, is that Gordon thinks Harvey killed the 2 cops from the hospital, though why wouldn't he assume that was Joker when it was quite literally Joker? Then the old fellow, of course, and then Maroney's driver, and I suppose Maroney must have died as well in the crash. And you can't sweep that?
You can't sweep that.
Out of those 5, there's only 1 you have to sweep under the rug. The 2 hospital cops, obviously, you can pin on Joker. And then who cares about Maroney and his driver? They are mob people. They die all the time. So that just leaves the old detective guy, which you can just say Joker killed, you know, like he killed all the other people. Now, if someone saw what Harvey did and wants to tell the world, I mean, whatever you do, I don't see how you can stop that from happening.
I killed those people.
Bruce wants to take the fall to cover for Harvey's reputation. But what the fuck does that accomplish? The deaths are so much easier to pin on Joker. He was the one who fucking killed 2 of them. And if I'm wrong, that Gordon was talking about these 2 cops, then fuck this film, write a script that isn't utter shite, and like literally, Batman is a worse person to pin this on. Because for one, he's meant to be a good guy, people will be surprised and maybe check out everyone's deaths. And also, if anyone saw any of the killings, they'd be like, hey, I saw this guy get killed, but it sure wasn't by a guy in a fucking bat costume. And anyway, how is Bruce going to take the fall? I don't think he's doing a press conference. If it's just Gordon who's saying it, then why would people believe him? And again, take a step back. Gotham apparently had 2 heroes, one with a face and one without. So why fuck with Batman's reputation to save Harvey's who's dead? I mean, maybe it could have worked if saying Batman killed them wasn't literally detrimental to getting Harvey found out. The entire movie just keeps digging a deeper hole right into the very end.
Now dig up, stupid.
Why is he running, Dad?
Because we have to chase him.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Because he's the hero Gotham deserves.
Dad, I don't understand. What you?
But not the one it needs right now.
Hey, Dad, no!
A dark night.
Alright, it said the thing. Almost. Now, what's the verdict on The Dark Knight? The good news is, there are worse movies out there. The bad news is, it sucks. The plot. Ludicrous, terrible, worthless, fuck you. Every character is so impossibly stupid, which is a bit of a problem when on the surface, The Dark Knight is about a genius detective with the help of a criminal justice system trying to track down a genius sociopath. If it didn't come out before, I'd say The Dark Knight took inspiration from the wrong Death Note. He gets on the fucking table. What the fuck? What a goated fucking movie. Holy shit. Gordon lost his twin brother and still just forgets to capture Joker. What a jerk. Harvey Dent. He was okay for the most part before the Two-Face shit, which was all just laughable. Bruce Wayne, or the Batman, he has one rule, which he never, under any circumstances, ever breaks.
can't keep getting away with it!
And how is there literally nothing there about him killing Harvey? The Joker is obviously what everyone raves about, and he probably has to be the best part of the movie, or at least by far the most entertaining part. Aesthetically, he is very cool, and Heath Ledger gives the hardest carry of any performance ever. From his voice to his little mannerisms, what can I say, he's great. And I do find a lot of his lines cute.
Depending on the time, he may be in one spot or several.
And even when he's just talking in themes, Heath Ledger somehow manages to make it work. However, Joker's character overall. If Joker cares about Gotham having a better class of criminal and creating chaos in Gotham, then why does he let Harvey stick a gun in his face and then give him a 50-50 chance of pulling the trigger? Why does he do everything he can to get himself thrown in jail? Like when he went himself to shoot the mayor. Like when he purposely got himself thrown in jail with that fucking escape plan. Like when he freely gave away his position at the end of a movie. I guess he's just dumb or just filled to the brim with chaos. If Joker is just the embodiment of chaos and randomness, then he can never be out of character. What a loophole. In conclusion, if you want to watch a good superhero movie from 2008, then Iron Man is right there. If you want Batman content, The Batman was good. No, it was bad. It was okay. I'm sure there's some peak fire Batman comics, but I'm not a fucking nerd or a child, so you guys ever heard of Jujutsu Kaisen? If you want to watch a downright great movie about a clown, then there's Joker. And if you want to try to ruin that experience, then watch Joker 2 Folie à Deux. Which I will say, as much as I despise it, hey, at least it's better than The Dark Knight.